What's going on, family? Today's episode is going to be talking about the importance of regulating your nervous system. We are living in a time where our nervous systems have become compromised. And this isn't the work of just a couple of people. This isn't a work of a couple of generations. This is deep rooted trauma, emotional trauma, physical trauma. These are the things that really can trip off the nervous system, things that can really damage the nervous system, and things that can really stay and get stuck with the nervous system. If we talk about things that get stuck in the colon, we've had conversations about that. You probably heard, natural healers talk about that. You have something stuck in the colon, you have something stuck in your body somewhere. Well, where do these emotional traumas and these physical traumas, these psychological traumas, these mental traumas, where do they get stored? They don't only get stored in the tissues, they don't only get stored in these different systems, but they get stored in the nervous system, guys. The nervous system is like an electrical grid. It's the best way that I can describe it. Okay? This house, this warehouse that we're in, or the house that you are in, it has an electrical grid. And that electrical grid can only maintain a certain amount of external power. Okay, it can only power up a certain amount of items, a certain amount of devices and applications before it trips out, before it, if you've ever been in your house or an apartment building or something and everybody turns something on at once, you have everything going on at one time and it just breaks it and nobody has power. Now you have to reset it manually, you have to wake it up again. Okay, it's the same thing with your nervous system, family. So if you think about it, your nervous system is an electrical grid, all right? And this electrical grid is responsible for, one, of course, electricity, maintaining the electrical output from your body, maintaining the power going to your organs. The reason why things are able to move around, jump around, excrete this, do this, is because it has some type of electrical output. It has some type of battery to it. Okay? And the nervous system is that battery pack to all the organs and the tissues of the body. Okay? So this electrical grid can have different emotional, mental, physical traumas that attach to it and kind of trip up some of that electricity going. So the light starts flickering in certain organs. Okay, the lights start flickering in certain parts of the body. And this electricity that you're carrying, this electricity that is flowing throughout the entire nervous system of your body, is all relaying and carrying information. Okay, family? It's relaying and carrying information. And it tells your organs exactly what it needs to know in order to do what it needs to do. All your organs, all the systems of the body have a to-do list. They have a set to-do list, okay? And every single day, 24/7, they are performing that to-do list. Now, if that information, if that electricity starts becoming tripped up, okay, because in this spot you have this trauma, so it's not really getting through, it has to take a couple tries, so there's like a little relay, right? If you have those traumas stuck in different parts of your nervous system, this is where that emotional trauma can now be relayed onto a physical trauma, which is some type of organ failure, some type of organ issue. Okay, this is what creates dis-ease. All right, ease is simply your body not at ease. And what keeps your body at ease is your organs, because your organs keep your body organized. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys have your organs, everybody knows what to do. Everybody is functioning properly. Everybody is getting the right amount of nutrition that they need and that they're calling for, and the rest that they need and they're calling for, then everybody should be in organized motion. It should be poetry in motion in your body. The diseases come when that information isn't getting to where it needs to go. Okay, and that can be due to, again, the emotional trauma, the physical trauma. It can be due to some type of high blood pressure and the blood is not moving properly. It could be due to some type of lymphatic stagnation and the waste isn't moving properly, so it's accumulating somewhere. Okay, creating resistance to where all this information can't flow through. Okay, family? So the nervous system is going to be taking care of you from the day that you were born to the day that you are dying, okay, by way of electricity and information. I love talking about the nervous system because the one key thing about the nervous system that people need to understand, family, you need to understand this. Let me get close. Your nervous system houses your spirit. Without your nervous system, your spirit would not be in this body. Your spirit, or your electrical body, or your energetic body needs an electrical current, an electrical grid, an energetic grid in order to encapsulate it. Do not let this go over your heads, family. So your spirit requires your nervous system to be at ease in order for it to be in full control. Because once you start dysregulating your nervous system, once you start poisoning your nervous system, once it starts failing, then your spirit will have less control in this physical reality, in this avatar robot body that we are in. The spirit is what controls this body. It's what's supposed to control it. But things like parasites take over our nervous systems. It's like malware. Parasites, it's like malware. Completely take over your computer. Start doing things, windows start popping up, things start closing, things start turning on and off. You don't even know what the hell's going on. Okay? Your nervous system is that system that keeps that computer going. It keeps this computer robot body going, maintaining. The things like the parasites, the things like not just parasites inside the body, but parasites living around you, parasites in your circle, parasites in your home, in your community, parasites on your TV that you're watching, parasites in the music that you're listening to. Parasites come in many different forms, not just the little worms inside your body. Parasites are people, things, foods, worms, whatever, that crave and thrive off of toxicity. They crave and thrive off of toxicity, off of the negative side of life, off of what the ego feeds off of. Okay? So the parasites can fuel that ego to where now you have that ego running you. It's no longer your spirit running you. It's your ego running you. Okay? Now, when you interact with the world, it is not from the spirit's point of view. It is not from the spirit's doing. It is from the ego's doing. And you wonder why you can't get ahead in life. You wonder why you can't find sustainable relationships. You wonder why you're always getting messed over. You wonder why you can't catch that break. Which one is leading your life? Is it the ego? Is it the parasite? Is it the dysregulated nervous system? Or is it the spirit? Is it the light? Is it the electrical body, the energetic body that you are? Your nervous system will dictate that. That is the importance of the nervous system. Not only that, but your nervous system allows you to connect with other people, allows you to connect with the land, allows you to connect with animals and the plants. It allows you to connect with the environment around you. Read the vibes. Read the vibes of the room. Read the energy of the room. Your nervous system is what allows you to do that. Okay, family? Your nervous system is, I'm not going to say the most important because they're all the most important. Okay, but your nervous system is something that many people are not aware of. We have had our nervous systems hijacked. Like I said, if this is a computer body, that nervous system is that regular software that keeps everything going, keeps it up and running. We've had viruses implanted into that software. We've had malware implanted into that software. So now that virus, that malware, that hacker that put it in there can do whatever they want with us. And the easiest way to control that nervous system is through food, is through trauma, mental, emotional, physical, okay? Is through EMFs, okay? These are the three ways, simplest, easiest, and most common ways that you'll see out in society today on how they control your nervous system. Not only do they feed you the food that they want to make you have the thoughts that they want you to have, but they are also feeding you in the media, feeding you in the music, feeding you in the movies, that physical and emotional and mental trauma that's happening on the screen that you don't realize is being internalized. You don't realize that it's being internalized because your body doesn't know the difference. Whatever it is seeing, whatever the senses are picking up, your body thinks that is real, that is there, that is happening. So if somebody is dying on your screen, somebody is screaming in agony and pain on your screen, if somebody is getting their head busted open on their screen, if they're showing you sickness and horror and death and all this type of stuff on your screens, in your ear, your body knows no different. So your body is going to do what it's trained to do. Your nervous system is going to kick up and it's going to make sure it keeps you safe at all times. It's going to kick up that adrenaline. It's going to have you fighting. It's going to kick up that adrenaline and have you running away. It's going to have you flighting. Okay, it's going to have you fighting, flighting, freezing. You're just going to crawl up in a ball. There's nothing I can do. I'm just going to crawl up in a ball and give up. Okay, they're either going to have you fighting each other, which is you fighting yourself. They're either going to have you running away, which is you just bypassing anybody else, bypassing your own suffering as well, well, there's shittier things in the world than my suffering. It's okay. There's shittier things in the world. I don't have to, maybe my situation isn't that bad. You're just going to run away from the fact you're not going to take accountability for things. This is how they control you. Or you're just going to give up, curl up in a little ball, and just freeze up. Okay, family? This is how they control you with your nervous system. Everybody talks about mind control, brainwashing, brain control. They do that through your nervous system. That's how they do it, family. So I'm making this video to educate you guys on the importance of the nervous system, to bring some awareness to you guys, to your nervous system. This is your electrical system in the body. And guess what? Your nervous system is ran by a couple organs. One of them, or I guess two of them, are your intestines, your gut. They are ruling you by your gut, because your gut runs a part of your nervous system. Shit, your gut is a nervous system on its own called the enteric nervous system. Your gut connects two nervous systems together. The autonomic, aka the automatic nervous system, and the central nervous system, your brain and spinal cord. Your autonomic nervous system is all the automatic features in your body, all the things you never have to think about. Your blood pumping, your heart pumping, your heart beating, your digestion going, anything and everything you can possibly think of that you don't have to manually, physically do. That is the adrenal glands and the gut. Now your gut relays information up to the brain with the enteric nervous system. That's a whole different nervous system on its own. And that ensures that when you are in a coma, when you are in a vegetable state, when your brain, your mind, everything is gone, and you're laying down in that coma, you're still alive and things are still getting done. It's through that gut. It is a whole mind of its own, and that's why I call it the first brain. And then you have the central nervous system, your brain and spinal cord. That's your physical movements that I'm able to do right now. That's your speech. That's your memory. That's your balance. You see what I'm saying, family? This is how they control you. They go after your gut. Your gut then relays different information to each nervous system, and when it's poisonous food, it's relaying poisonous information, giving you poisonous messages, making you self-sabotage yourself. That's how they get you. Okay? So I'm here to bring you awareness of your nervous system. Okay? Your nervous systems. You have 3 main nervous systems: your central, your autonomic, and your enteric nervous system. Take back your nervous system. Don't let them handle it with the foods that they're giving you and the caffeine and the coffees that they're doing it. That's just stimulating your nervous system. That's leaving your nervous system dependent on it. Be aware of these nervous systems, family, and you can be aware of your life. You can be present. You won't be in that stressed out mode all the time. Once you take control over your nervous system, you take control over this avatar body. Okay? Rest your nervous system. Breathe. Do breathing exercises throughout the day. Take naps if you have to. If you are depleted, take naps. If you're chronically fatigued, take naps. Go to sleep earlier. Sleep more. The less your spirit is in your body, the more your body and your nervous system is able to repair itself. During sleep, your spirit is detaching from your body. This is why you go to the dream realm. This is why you go on astral projections and why you do lucid dreaming and all these different types of things, to where you're disconnecting from this physical avatar robot body. The more that you give your body rest, more disconnected you get from this body, the more it is able to self-regulate. Okay? So that means meditation. Okay? Meditation gets you out of here. You start losing the feeling of your body. How many of you have meditated and you lost the feeling of the chair that you're sitting in or the ground that you're sitting on? Okay? This is your spirit going away from the body. Still having an attachment, having a cord, yes, but it's not in that vehicle. So it's like turning off that robot at night. It's able to recharge its battery, and then in the morning you can turn it back on and go back to work with it. So meditation is a great one. Sleep is another one. Okay, that's very, very important. Doing breath work throughout the day. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Keeping calm throughout the day. These are ways that you can gently and easily, okay, regenerate your nervous system. Because if you're fatigued all day, if you're stressed out all day, if you're in fight or flight mode all day, we're not going to be able to change this world. We're going to change the world when we start changing our nervous systems, when we start getting back control over it, when we start nourishing it once again. This is just a quick message, family. I appreciate you for tuning in. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell to get our videos coming in. We're going to be doing a lot more on YouTube, okay? And I appreciate you, family. Be blessed.